Hello everybody. Dear students, in this video I am going to teach two polysaccharide. One is cellulose, another one is glycogen. In our syllabus they are given three polysaccharide. One is first one is starch, second one is cellulose, third one is glycogen. In last video I taught starch. In this video I am going to teach two polysaccharide. One is cellulose, another one is glycogen. Okay, so cellulose, its molecular formula C6H10O5N times. C6H10O5N times. First of all, I will teach its properties. I will teach its character, then I will teach its structure. Its structure is very, very important. So first of all, I am going to teach its properties. What are the important properties of cellulose? Cellulose is a polymer of beta glucose. Starch is a polymer of alpha glucose. Cellulose is a polymer of beta glucose. First property, first character, polymer of beta glucose. How many glucose units present? 1000 to 3000 beta glucose units present. It is polymer of beta glucose. How many beta glucose units present? 1000 to 3000 beta glucose units present. It is linear. It does not contain any branch. It is linear only. It's a linkage C1C4 beta glycosidic linkage. C1C4 beta glycosidic linkage. You know very well about starch. It has two components. One is amylose, another one is amylopectin. Starch, you know amylose, it's a linkage C1C4 linkage. Amylopectin, C1C4 linkage, C1C6 linkage. It has two different linkage. But here cellulose, it has only one type of linkage. Its linkage is a C1C4 beta glycosidic linkage. It is insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. It is insoluble in H2O. It does not undergo fermentation. It does not undergo fermentation. But on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid, this cellulose will decompose. It produces beta glucose. Actually, easily it does not undergo fermentation, but on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid, the cellulose will decompose, it produces beta glucose. Next one, its molecular mass. Its molecular mass 50,000 to 5 lakhs atomic mass unit. Molecular mass 50,000 to 5 lakhs AMU. Okay, these are all important properties, important character of cellulose. And one more thing, human digestive system does not digest cellulose. What's the reason? You know, cow and some other animals will digest cellulose, but human digestive system does not digest cellulose because it does not have particular enzyme which can hydrolyze cellulose. It does not have that particular enzyme. That's why human digestive system does not digest cellulose. Okay. Now I am going to teach its structure. So property, what's the molecular formula? C6H10O5N times. This one is example for a polysaccharide, polymer of beta glucose. How many beta glucose units present? 1000 to 3000 beta glucose units present. It is linear. It does not contain any branches. And then its linkage C1C4 beta glycosidic linkage. It has only one linkage. Its linkage is beta glycosidic linkage. See that linkage present in between first and the fourth carbon atom. It is insoluble in water. It does not undergo fermentation. But on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid under high pressure, it will decompose, it produce beta glucose, and then its molecular mass range from 50,000 to 5 lakhs atomic mass unit. And then human digestive system does not digest cellulose. What's the reason? Because it does not have enzyme which can hydrolyze cellulose. This is the main reason. Now I am going to teach its structure. Polymer of beta glucose. This is beta glucose. H, OH, OH, H, H, OH, CH2OH, H. This is here first carbon atom is a anomeric carbon atom. What do you mean by anomeric carbon atom? Functional group carbon atom is called as anomeric carbon atom. Here first carbon atom is an anomeric carbon atom because it is a functional group carbon atom, aldehyde carbon atom. Alpha and beta. What do you mean by alpha? If the hydroxyl group present in bottom in anomeric carbon atom means it is called as alpha. If OH group present in bottom means it is called as alpha. Beta means this OH group. If OH group present in top in anomeric carbon atom means it is called as beta. Okay, this is what polymer of beta glucose. So we have to put OH in top in anomeric carbon atom. Beta glucose, beta glucose, beta glucose. Minimum 1000, maximum 3000 beta glucose units present. Okay, next beta glucose. H, OH, OH, H, H, OH, CH2OH, H, beta glucose. So beta means OH group present in top in anomeric carbon atom. OH, H. This is beta. Next one beta glucose. How many? Minimum 1000, maximum 3000. Okay. H, OH, OH, H, HOH, CH2OH, H, HOH. So this is beta. So we have to put OH in top in anomeric carbon atom. This is beta glucose, beta glucose, beta glucose. Hereafter it is not possible because there is no space. Okay. So minimum 300,000, maximum 3000. Okay. It's a linkage C1, C4, beta glycosidic linkage. First carbon atom, second, third, fourth carbon atom. This is fourth carbon atom hydroxyl group. First carbon atom hydroxyl group. What will happen? 1 mole of water is removed. This OH minus is combined with H plus. 1 mole of water is removed. Glycosidic linkage. What do you mean by glycosidic linkage? Oxide linkage is called as glycosidic linkage. Here what's the charge of O? Minus. Here OH minus means remaining part plus. So O minus, here plus. So in between these two monosaccharide, oxide linkage present. Am I right? C1 first carbon atom. So this oxide linkage present in between first carbon atom and fourth carbon atom. That's why it is called as C1, C4. Both are all beta, so it is called as beta glycosidic linkage. If both are all alpha means it is called as alpha glycosidic linkage. You know very well about sucrose. It has two monosaccharide. One is alpha glucose, another one is beta fructose. So its linkage is alpha comma beta glycosidic linkage. Very clear? Monosaccharides are alpha means alpha glycosidic linkage. Monosaccharides are beta means it is called as beta glycosidic linkage. If the compound contains alpha and beta monosaccharide means it has alpha comma beta glycosidic linkage. Okay, next. Here this OH minus is combined with H plus. What will happen? 1 mole of water is removed. What's the charge of O? Minus. Here remaining part plus. So in between H plus OH minus 1 mole of water is removed. Here O minus remaining part plus. So how will you write? Am I right? H plus OH minus 1 mole of water is removed. O minus, remaining part is plus bond formation. C1, C4 glycosidic linkage, because this oxide linkage present in between first and the fourth carbon atom. Here oxide linkage present in between first and the fourth carbon atom. That's why it is called as C1, C4 glycosidic linkage. Any doubt? Cellulose topic is over. Its structure also over. Okay. Next, I am going to teach glycogen. Cellulose is over. Okay. Now I am going to teach glycogen. It is also example for polysaccharide. Cellulose is a white crystalline solid, white amorphous solid. It is not crystalline solid. It is insoluble in water. Cellulose. Now our topic is glycogen. In our syllabus, they are not given its structure. Just its properties only they are given to us. Glycogen. Glycogen. Its molecular formula also. This is also example for polysaccharide. Its molecular formula C6H10O5 N times. It is also white amorphous solid, not crystalline solid. All the polysaccharides are amorphous solid. Glycogen also is an example for polysaccharide. So it is also white amorphous solid. But it is soluble in water. You know very well about starch, cellulose. These polysaccharides are insoluble in water, but this compound is soluble in water. Glycogen means what? Polymer of alpha glucose is called as glycogen. Polymer of alpha glucose. Cellulose means polymer of beta glucose. Glycogen means polymer of alpha glucose. It is also called as animal starch or animal polysaccharide. This is also called as animal starch. Why it is called as animal starch? It is important. One more question. Which one is called as animal starch? Which one is example for animal starch? Glycogen is called as animal starch because its structure similar with amylopectin. You know very well about starch. It has two components. One is amylose and another one is amylopectin. Amylopectin present in starch. Okay. This glycogen structure is similar with amylopectin. That amylopectin is present in starch. You know very well. So this glycogen is also called as animal starch because its structure is similar with amylopectin. Then what are the difference between glycogen and amylopectin? In amylopectin, its branch contains 20 to 25 alpha glucose unit. But in glycogen, its branch contains 10 to 15 alpha glucose unit. Are you clear? What are the difference between glycogen and amylopectin? This glycogen structure is similar with amylopectin. Then what are the difference? In amylopectin, its branch contains 20 to 25 alpha glucose unit. But this glycogen branch contains 10 to 15 alpha glucose units only. These are all important properties, important character of glycogen. These properties only in our syllabus they are given. It's a structure they are not given to us. So this topic over. In next topic I will teach amino acid. Okay. Thank you everybody.